Hey, buddy.
Hey, Brent, how are you, brother?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good. Are you guys there?
We're here. We've got the stage set up, just waiting for you and Buzzard. You get that funky tie off and put your radical shirt on. That's where you really do go to being Binger, not Brett Lee all day at the cricket commentating on the...
Is that Brett, is he? Yeah, is he on his way?
I'm sure that's 20
He's
to
got to do a
6.
sound check.
Are you talking to him or not?
Binger, can you hear me?
You just hang up on him.
I must have hung up on him. You know what, but these new phones, they're great. You've got to know how to use them. Oh, here he goes again. Look at this. Binger, can you hear me?
Smartphone with a dim user.
As a band on tour, it's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna hurt. That'll do. I remember getting home, my wife saying, "What was your trip like?" You are not gonna believe it.
A couple of years ago, this fella got in touch with me about his son who plays cricket. He also has a Chinese background, and I'm his idol because of my background. And I'm going to meet him here for the first time.
He's coming to our
He's
show.
coming tonight with the whole family. We've got this, like, Miyagi and Danielson relationship. It's unbelievable, right?
I love Mr. Miyagi.
But always be yourself. Don't try and be somebody else.
Okay.
All right? Always try and be yourself.
As cricketers, we probably looked after ourselves a little bit better than we did as rock and rollers for Six and Out. And I'll be lying if I didn't say we didn't dip into the rock and roll lifestyle a little bit while we're on the road.
There's stuff we can talk about, from some stuff we can't talk about. So any nerves, Robbo? Like you were saying, say on the plane on the way over, you were talking about India, and it was hot, and you were nervous, and you shat yourself. Do you think that might happen on stage tonight?
But you were that sweaty.
You're bringing that up now. I couldn't. Well, you know when you order.
Tell me again.
When you
One of the great stories I remember was playing a gig at Kitty O'Shea's in Paddington after a one-dayer. For some reason, Cheeks was late to the gig.
And I was supposed to be taking Brett, who was playing in the game, after the game to Kitty O'Shea's. And all of a sudden I get this phone call, said, "Where are you?" "We're on in 15 minutes. And I said, "I'm waiting for Brett." And they said, "He's already here."
Cheeks got to the door, there was a big queue. He rushed to the front of the queue. We're all on stage waiting for him.
There's a bouncer on the door. I said, "Mate, I need to go in." And he said, "Mate, there's a band on."
Get to the back of the queue.
I'm a lead singer. He said, "There's a cricket band on, and you ain't a cricketer."
Robbo's already started Ballroom Blitz, so he's...
And the manager came out and said, "Are you Cheeks?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Mate, you're on."
It was the longest intro to Ballroom Blitz played in the history of rock music.
And I looked at the bouncer, and he looked at me, startled, tapped him on the shoulder. I said, "Enjoy your last night, mate." Walked in. You ready? That was rock and roll.
We're all ready.
All right, fellas. Well, let's go.
Occasionally, a few of us may have let ourselves down a little bit.
we're like playing show in parks, and then next minute we're like waking up at 7. We've got to get on the road. Half of them are asleep in the back of the Tarago.
Gav's job, which he took on willingly, was to go on the Macca's run and make sure that we could try and soak up some of those hangovers.
Ended up grabbing a piece of cardboard and writing the order down and using the same cardboard piece every other morning.
And Binger was the music man. He had more CDs in his collection than anyone in history. Binger's car got broken into, and on the front seat, Binger had his CD collection. I reckon there must have been a good 300 or 400 CDs in this big folder. He was devastated. Not so much that the car got broken into, but every CD of his back catalogue, his collection of all these hit and superstar rock bands, everything got stolen except for the Six and Out CD. That was left sitting front and centre on the passenger seat.
I remember a few of the boys from INXS actually came along to watch us, and Andrew Farris came in and Gavin Robertson said, "What do you think, Andrew?" He goes, "Yeah, it's good, it was good." We go, "No, mate, we're big boys, what do you think?" And he said, who chose the songs? And pretty much what songs I overlearned guitar, I'd sort of put those forward. He said, "Why are you playing some of the songs in a different key to the original?" And I said, "Are we?"
There's no doubt that Brett's profile kicked Six and Out along to heights probably wouldn't have reached, let's be honest. I mean, yeah, we got to the stage where we played over 300 gigs and we were quite well performed band.
Brett was flying in the world of cricket. He was travelling everywhere, in India, England. He was just frightening to watch on a cricket field. He was that quick.
Brett worked so hard, he would go to India. He's loved over there. They have a term called Ferengi or whatever, which means the white Indian. So there's a real respect there for him.
I can't speak more highly of Brett. I mean, I remember when Brett first got picked to play for Australia. He pulled me aside one day and said, Cheeks, can you please do me a favour? And if I ever start being a little bit different or being a bit too big or getting big-headed, just pull me aside and slap me across the face and pull me back in, please.
Love you, mate.
First and foremost, I couldn't believe he actually did that. And second of all, I've never even been close to doing it.
Boys, love the shirts, lads.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he's not changed one bit from the kid that I met. And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm wicket-keeping to him on his Test debut at the MCG and went on that journey together with so many other mates that we all made along the way. And he's as humble, he's as beautiful a person as when he started, and that's a great attribute. Life as a professional cricketer, there's a lot of demands on your time, and I've found that challenging at times to balance everything up. You're touring, you're away from friends and family, and part of that balance is, key to that balance is having interests outside of the game. And that's what these blokes had. They had a passion for music, they had a love of it, and they had a desire to, you know, learn or improve on the learnings that they already had.
I'm not just a cricketer, and people just see you as a cricketer because that's what they see on TV. They see you as a fast bowler.
Here we go, folks. Oh, we're not ready yet.
But music was always my first passion. I love music. Cricket's been a massive part of my life, but it's not the only part. It's nothing that defines me, I guess, because there's other things I love in life, and that's just one small part.
We were all over the moon with Brett's success, not only as a player, but going on to release hit singles in India and Bollywood was fantastic.
Brett Lee is the guy who understands the people. Indian people are very nice, very culturally diverse. He's playing a vital role just connecting the Indian community.
I mean, the reason why, you know, the Indian fans love him that much is because he embraced Indian culture from a very young age. He was prepared to get out of his room, get out onto the streets, try and understand Indian culture, and it's made all the difference.
I'll tell you what happened. It was 2006. I'm walking through the hotel. We just had training. We're playing up at Mohali. And this guy yells out to me, "Can I have a quick second with you for a couple of questions?" I just thought he was a journalist. I said, "Yep, sure, mate." I'm a music producer. I'm working with this lady called Usha Bosley.
She's one of our finest singers, I mean, the Singing Sisters. It's massive. And to get a chance to sing with her itself is an achievement of sorts. You know, anything she touches is gold, and then for Brett to get the opportunity and do a good job of it, obviously well received.
I wrote this cheesy, horrendous love song in 18 minutes. So we get down to Mumbai, do the film clip, forget about it, get home. And my manager had called me and said, "Your song's debuted #5. I thought it was taking the mickey. And this song went to #1, which I can't believe it.
I listen to the song now. I mean, I still don't know what the hell he's saying in there, but I'm sure there's billions of Indians that do and loved it. So,
am I glad I did it? Yes, it was fun. I don't take myself too seriously, and something that you can tick that little box saying done and dusted.
I'm worried about the set list because we've got young kids, we've got middle age, we've got elderly. Honestly, I've been out there and there's a massive crowd out there. And
Wait, what do you mean young kids? What do you want us to play as the Wiggles or something, do you?
in terms of Six and Out being a long-term project, we pretty much took it day by day, summer by summer. It was never planned, I don't think, that we were going to go on forever.
Pretty amazing to actually pull it together and spend some time because, you know, singing and being part of the band wasn't the #1 occupation or their priorities.
The band changed, you know, from 98, about 2001, we'd sort of always been Six and Out, and Shane Lee was doing really well playing cricket for Australia, but Brett Lee was now not only in the Australian team playing with his brother, but was basically rated as the fastest bowler in the world. And over the next 18 months, you could just see the media change, where we went from being Six and Out to the Brett Lee band.
And gradually we sort of got to the stage where it was almost impossible to get together to do anything with everyone's differing schedules. And it is a time-consuming thing. If you want to play in a band and you want to do it well, you have to be tight, you have to get together, you have to spend time on it. It's a big commitment. You could argue that Brett becoming so big hindered the band, but I don't think that's the case at all. I think it was more more a group situation where
Richard, Cheekwee, myself and Brad had to get on with life. We had kids, had mortgages, had to survive. And we just started to fade.
I actually thought we'd finished, to be honest with you.
And you know when you know, like something is coming to the end, you just know.
I think they lasted as long as they did in that first stint because they were all having such a great time. It was a great distraction from the rigours of having to go to training and, you know, all the stuff that comes with being an elite professional athlete.
even when Six and Out stopped playing, we were all thick as thieves and a close-knit band of brothers, which we've always been and always will be.
Did Six and Out break up? There's a wonderful Eagles quote, and Shane may have said it.
Oh, a bit like the Eagles, been on a 14-year vacation, you know.
The Eagles quote was something like, the Eagles never broke up, they took a 15-year vacation. My brother Shane said, Six and Out never broke up, we just couldn't get a gig. And that was it. Is that right, Shane? That's right, yeah.
Was I surprised about it lasting that long? Yeah, I think so. Let's say they squeezed the lemon hard to get that much out of it. I can't believe they've gone to another lemon tree.
We're calling this documentary The Second Innings, and I suppose in cricket terms, we got sent in on the first innings. We're on a green wicket. We didn't really know what we were doing. But this time around, the second innings, we know what to expect. And the best thing, we're going to really enjoy the second innings because life's too short. We always sort of put off and made excuses why not to play. Life can get in the way of things.
Six and Out.
If they love it and making people happy, it'll work, so credit to them.
They sort of filled a void, I think. It wasn't just a bit of a rough go at it. They took a great deal of pride in how they performed.
These guys just really want to be together and play again. And I think there's enough interested people and there's enough reason for them to do it.
We're so lucky this year to be able to go around with Fox and Macca's to get out there and play some more gigs. It makes some more memories.
Wow. Dave, believe that.
Jazz hand.
Next time on Six and Out, Second Innings.
When the boys told me the date and I knew I was in town, I was like, I can't wait.
You asked me why I was interested in psychology. Have you not met the other band members?
I found it, the secret recipe, right? This is for Buzz's guitar.
It was really bad news with Robbo. I said, what are you talking about?
So sometimes these sorts of things in life can just hit you from nowhere,
I actually don't even know where I was, but I just knew where I had to be.
If we're going to do this, let's do it now.
We just got to make sure every gig that we do is like our last, and that's the way we're looking at it.